These 5 altcoins could potentially change your life. You're not going to want to miss what these are. Hello everybody, I am Kyle with Finance Bro. Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day. We have 5 different altcoins that I'm going to be talking about in today's video that I think have some incredible potential to do some very cool things this year and the years beyond, and of course hopefully double your money, triple your money, quadruple your money, and make you more money in the process while of course being in them. We have a lot to discuss, lots of different news articles, pieces of information, and general things that we're going to get into, so make sure you watch to the very end of this video so you don't miss any of that. But without further ado, guys, I want to start right here. If you haven't already, I want to recommend you pick up a free stock with the the brokerage app, I should say, Public.com. Public.com is a social investing network app that allows you to see what other people are buying and selling in both the stock and crypto markets. This is an incredible tool if you're a new investor, an old investor, and anywhere in between. Plus, when you use our link, you guys get a free stock that could be worth up to $300. Yes, you heard that right. Why not take advantage of that and hit that first link down in the description below and get signed up with Public. Let's jump right into our first coin of the day today, guys, though that is MetaHero. If you are not familiar with what this coin is or what it does, allow me to basically provide a brief synopsis. MetaHero is essentially a interesting technology based coin that is producing some very interesting partnerships that they're going to be doing, or going into rather, recently. What they're going to be doing right now, as you can see from the screen, a lot of it has to do with camera capture technology. Scan real life objects, things like people, things like books, pretty much anything you can imagine. They scan those and essentially upload those into this digital metaverse world. And through that, of course, there's all types of different avenues that they can monetize through, and of course continue to develop that project. This is a metaverse play. Please keep that in mind, guys. These metaverse plays are becoming more and more commonplace, and for that exact reason, this is something that I'm not really going too heavily in. This is something I'm going to start a position on, but I'm not planning on adding too much right now. If we look at their overall price in the last year, they have come back significantly, I should say contracted significantly from their previous all-time highs. As you can see, sitting around 22 cents per coin, we're now sitting at about 4 cents per coin. Now, however, even though they did shoot up to those massive prices just about a couple of months ago, back in 2021, I still think that there's plenty of potential for them to go even higher in the new year. I think with more crypto adoption, and I think with overall the market getting into a better swing of things, unfortunately right now we're kind of in a bit of a choppy place. If you look at the overall market, which we can do here of course on CoinMarketCap, we're down just about 0.32% on the day today, guys. And if you look at most major market indices based off Bitcoin and Ethereum, again, these cryptocurrencies are not doing too hot either. And of course, that being, the market is kind of all over the place right now. Once we see a much more solid, substantial, and sustainable position that the market is starting to enter into, then I think we will see coins overall do a little bit better, and MetaHero is one such example of this. I think that as far as metaverse stuff goes, it's only going to get more and more popular, and I think that scanning real life objects and putting it into a metaverse style universe is going to be something that is very interesting, and I think really has a lot of potential to be very popular as well. Let's get into the second coin today, but if you haven't already, guys, I want to recommend you hit the subscribe button. This is one of the best ways to keep up to date with the latest and up-to-date information on all of the different coins, cryptocurrencies, stocks, and a bunch of other stuff that we talk about on a day-to-day basis. All you have to do is hit that sub button. It's absolutely free. We release videos every single day educating you on new cryptocurrencies that we're looking into buying and selling, of course, in between. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and get joined up, guys. But let's talk about Kadena. Kadena is a interesting one. This was a coin that once again has had a pretty big run here back in 2021. As you can see, in about November 11th, we reached a all-time high essentially of about $22.32 per coin. We're now obviously pulled back pretty significantly from there, sitting at about $6.18. Keeping this in mind, guys, Kadena has some incredibly fascinating technology applications that they're currently working on. We know that cybersecurity is only going to become more and more popular in the cryptocurrency space in general, and I think that Kadena provides itself in a very unique position to take advantage of that. We're also seeing large financial institutions also likely wanting to take advantage of Kadena and their platform and overall project use case that they are developing. This is a coin that I think has a lot of huge potential in the future. Of course, we know Kadena has only one scalable layer 1 POW blockchain along with Pact. This is the safest smart contract language. This was founded, of course, by these two gentlemen and were created by JP Morgan's first blockchain and was the tech lead for SEC SEC's first crypto committee. So these are industry insiders to begin with, who are working on this project, and I think that is always a good thing to see when you're looking at the dev team of these various cryptos. I think that's obviously one that helps most people in general. Let's get into the next one though, and this is where we're going to get into some news articles, guys. Polkadot. Polkadot is, in my opinion, pretty undervalued at these levels, right? If you look at the all-time, again, we are pretty significantly down from those previous all-time highs of around $51 to $43 per coin. We're now sitting at around $16 to $19 per coin. Again, it's going to fluctuate depending on what time this video comes out, but again, this is like another coin that I add on the dips very consistently, and I think has a lot of potential for the future. If we look, Michael Jordan's NFT project, oh wait, that's not the right article, sorry. What I meant to say was this, but that's the next article coming up. Don't miss that though. You guys are really going to want to watch the end of the video so you don't miss that article. Polkadot now supports Skynet's SDK. Why is this crucial? This is a very interesting addition that's recently been made to the Polkadot ecosystem, and here are a few reasons why. As per the official announcement by Skynet Labs director Kaylee Atli, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Skynet, a platform as decentralized data storage, has released its substrate-centric SDK. This SDK is very contingent and basically in direct partnership with, of course, Polkadot. I think Polkadot has huge potential and, of course, applications in this type of industry in DeFi data storage. I think data storage is only becoming, of course, a huge industry that these different types of cloud and overall blockchain projects, and in general, these types of things that are continuing to be made by these developers, I think are only going to expand this industry further. I think that this partnership is a big deal. And of course, this is also what you can build, as explained by Mrs. Atlee. New instruments can be useful for building NFT marketplaces, refunded models, and other high-load data systems. Skynet by SIA Foundation is aimed at building decentralized storage and dApps hosting platforms based on a distributed ecosystem of nodes. And of course, that will overall benefit the further expansion of Polkadot and the Skynet system as well. This is another coin that I'm going to be adding on the dips more and more as of late. And again, it's just one that I'm personally a big fan of, and I think has a lot of potential to do a lot of big numbers this year once the market starts to level out and hopefully get a little bit better and a little bit more bullish as well. Next coin, guys, Shibu Inu, one of the old classics that we always like to talk about on this channel, not really because of its kind of meme-centric existence. What I think about Shibu Inu and what makes it, in my opinion, one of the most interesting and competitive coins right now is purely its popularity. We know the community around Shibu Inu is incredibly strong, and this is obviously a community that I think most people have some type of familiarity with. And I think that as we see more and more developments go on behind the scenes, for instance, Shiba Inu's Shi token is under works. This is a new token that they are actually actively developing right now that will obviously be added to the overall ecosystem. Now, you're probably wondering, what is the token, however you pronounce it, and what could that mean? So basically, when the project was first announced, Ryoshi mentioned that Shi will sit alongside the Shibarium Layer 2 network and will be a part of the upcoming Shiba Inu NFT game. Shi will operate on Ethereum as well as Shibarium network simultaneously, and the founder wants to make the stablecoin Shi a global state currency that can be used by all countries as a store of value and payment method. Pretty lofty goals for this small addition to the overall ecosystem, but it really does make me wonder, how are they going to effectively implement this, and will this scale to those basically goals and lofty projections that they are trying to reach? The answer is, well, we don't know. But again, this does make me very curious about the future expansion of Shiba Inu. We have seen a reversal as of late with a trend line that's been going on. We're in a little bit of a downtrend there for a very, very long time here, just the last year, obviously, since those previous all-time highs we reached around October. And of course, it sold off heavily. Now we're kind of really consolidating and basically trading flat for the most part the last couple of days, weeks, and even months. And again, I think this is a perfect time that most of the whales, right, the multi-millionaires, billionaires, even in crypto, this is when they're buying. This is when they're buying Shiba Inu for the most part. And this is when I try to time my buys as well, right? Because the whales are typically extremely, extremely talented in timing their buys and, of course, making very good buying decisions as well. I think that's really cool, and I can't wait to see what happens for that. The last one, guys, one of my personal favorites and one we talk about a lot on this channel, XRP. I think XRP has huge potential. Like we mentioned earlier, guys, Michael Jordan's NFT project is going to be launched on Ripple's XRP ledger in Q2 of 2022. This is actually pretty cool stuff, and one that I think will only further expand the overall ecosystem of Ripple. We already know that Ripple is, of course, a major player in financial institutions. We know plenty of big banks are using this as, of course, a potential payment system, and even payment processing system that I think is really going to change the game for a lot of financial institutions. But the, of course, big thing that's in the way right now that everybody keeps talking about is the lawsuit. The lawsuit is the big thing that everybody keeps worrying about, and I don't blame them, right? This is something that potentially, if the lawsuit was to be lost basically by XRP, we could potentially lose access to even buying this cryptocurrency. This cryptocurrency could potentially get wiped off the face of the earth. Now, that being said, I don't think we're going to lose this lawsuit. I don't think anybody's going to win this lawsuit. It seems to me, and from all major news reporting outlets that continue to come out about XRP, we're only seeing more and more sentiment about settling out of court. Basically, that XRP maybe agrees to pay a certain sum to the SEC for maybe specific, securities violations that they might have, or the SEC might even say, hey, we don't want anything. We just want to get out of this legal case altogether. And, if you do X, Y, and Z, we'll let you guys go, right? Something like that. What that is and what those terms will be obviously are remain to be seen, but a lot of people seem to have a pretty big stake in this cryptocurrency and want to see the overall future success of it as well. I do as well, and I think that it has a huge potential. As you can see, we're only 6th place as far as overall cryptocurrencies are concerned. Again, Bitcoin, Ethereum up there with BNB, and of course the other one being stable coins. I think that XRP has huge potential in the future, and that's why I'm continuing to buy it on a pretty significantly common and frequent basis. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have bought any of these cryptocurrencies and what you guys think about them as well. And of course, make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button if you haven't already. Join our private Discord with the link down in the description below. But other than that, guys, it's all I have for you guys today. I'm Kyle with Finance Bro. Take it easy.